friends, I'm indeed vegan on a hot summer day, another one. Yesterday we had some nice showers all day, or maybe at night more. Days out was very hot, and at night then heavy rains, or medium but really nice, cooling, can open the window, very cool. And today, another hot day, but it is another different of course after the rains. The air is clean, fresh. Today, but not very hot. Still the temperatures are going up into the 90s, so very nice, very nice. There was always at night when we had rain, when I remembered my family, we drove to Italy down in the summer vacation, for long summer vacations. Italy was hot, Germany is medium, warm, cool, different, but Italy is hot definitely. And we were always there, even when we drove there, it began always like that. Days were hot, then at night, big rains, in the morning, hot again. That was the regular rhythm in Italy. It was so amazing, and now that was here, that yesterday is the perfect way. At night you have the water, at day you have the sun. That should be what it is like, right? That is what it should be like, right? And if it's hot, of course I like appropriate food. Yeah, for example, a cucumber salad can be perfect. Here, I have this cucumber here, already cut into slices. There are many ways to do it. You have a mandolin, or you do it on the cutting board with a knife. Or this is so easy, just to cut a cucumber with this thin peel. That's called French or Spanish or Japanese cucumbers. They have the thin peel that you can eat. And you have another cucumber with a firm and bitter peel. You just take a little bit of the peel off with a veggie peeler. Very easy. And there are many ways of making cucumber salad. And I tell you what, before I made these all kinds of recipes, every day a different one, I had already one recipe in my mind for a cucumber salad, and I always repeated that, my friends or for myself. And it was a hit, it was delicious. There was dill in there, a classic combination for cucumber. The dill herb here, I have fresh dill here today too, you see. It's a bunch of dill, and it's super healthy, and it also perfect together with dill. That is a perfect classic combination, dill and cucumber, that is always together. Of course, not always, but that is really typical. And so that was my main salad. And then when I began the method Take 3, the systematical approach to the variety of vegan food, yeah, that was such a revelation. Now I have 10 or 15 different recipes for cucumber salads on my channel already. And if you go to YouTube MD Vegan, you just need to punch in cucumber. And you find a list of 15 or 13 or whatever cucumber salads, different dressings, different ingredients. And the nice thing is, the more I make different recipes, the more I appreciate menus. For example, especially when I invite friends, yeah, I make a different small recipes, yeah, dishes, yeah, to combine to one menu. That's so much fun, and that's why it's also easy to have the recipes very easy. The single recipes for one dish, pretty easy. So very small amount of ingredients. Then you have, when you combine them to a whole variety, you have already, of course, a lot more ingredients. That also inspires me to make these simple recipes. And this is more an Asian way to serve the food. Also, I don't know, in the Orient, in the Middle East, I think they do that too. They have tables, but mainly in Asia I've seen that. Huge tables for friends, and they have a big circle in the middle where all the dishes are lined, and then you can turn the table. People stay where they are, you can turn the table so everybody can reach the different dishes and try. That's so much fun, and we don't know that here in Germany. We always have our own plates, our own dishes. And sometimes we share, of course, we try what the other likes, but it is not so usual here in my culture. So, but I like this. It's very simple because it's also because of the simple recipes. I like them so much. It is so easy to develop a new one. A complex recipe is always a problem if you want to recreate it or make a new one, because when you have a small mistake, it doesn't really taste well, you don't really know what's the reason for it. But when you have a very easy recipe with 3 ingredients or so, you know immediately what it is, what's the mistake, what's the something too much, or wrong ingredient, completely wrong, you know immediately. So many reasons that in favor of making new recipes and being creative in the kitchen to begin with the easy recipes. So today I make a new dressing for the very simple cucumber salad. Just cucumbers and green onions. Here I have a bunch of green onions, and that's all it's needed today for my salad. It's so fresh, you know, the heat is perfect. The cucumber is perfect for the heat because there's a lot of water in the cucumber and still a lot of nutrients, healthy nutrients and fiber, and the water makes keep me fresh, cools me down, is very light, and at the same time it keeps me filled. Yeah. Cucumber is very good food, because it's so light but still keeps for a while. I like cucumber, I love it. One of my most favorite ingredients at all. So I have here a cashew dressing today, cashew cream. So I take a handful of cashew, as a usual measurement for one salad here, handful of cashew, and half a lemon or a lemon. Today I begin with half a lemon. I have one lemon here, but I begin with half a lemon. It might be too much, so I begin with a half. I have to blend it again, so I can try now to begin with a half. And the seasoning here is pepper and salt. And as you can see, this time I use the white pepper. If you only have black pepper, you can take the black pepper, but a little bit better I find for the cucumber salad, especially for the dill dressing, I prefer the white pepper. And I have a little bit amount of salt. And here, what's special today, I have onion powder. That's a lot here, a tablespoon, and a teaspoon only for the garlic powder. I make garlic powder and onion powder my own. It's very simple. You need a dehydrator. You put the onions and pieces of the garlic into the dehydrator and wait until it's totally dry, and then you grind it to a powder. Then they have a very nice seasonings. You have this onion flavor, this garlic flavor, without the sharpness, without the bite. It's very nice, and it doesn't smell. Yeah, if you eat garlic, it doesn't smell if it's garlic powder. So it's very nice. It's different, a little bit different from using fresh garlic and onions, especially with onion. So it's a lot of fun to have these powders. So I put now a little bit of water. I tell you, when you make it in the dehydrator, make sure you do it, and you know that the people in your neighborhood, they will smell this fragrance of the onion and the garlic for all day. Yeah? You have to be aware of that. Yeah? Make sure that it doesn't cause a problem. So here I have now the water, a little bit more, but not too much, because I want to have a creamy dressing for the cucumbers, because the cucumbers, they release a little bit of water in the salad with the dressing, so that the dressing is a little bit firmer, but creamier. It takes some water without getting watery. Blender dance. So just a little reminder, I used half lemon first, yeah, to check for the flavor, and you could always take a little bit more, but first to check. So the texture, and then what I see at first, is nice. It's creamy and thick, just to fit for the onion to release some water and to make this dressing the perfect texture in the salad. So now let's taste it. Wow. Wow. The garlic powder and the onion powder, it makes you really, gives it really has a gravity, you know, gives it a little bit a grave feeling. Very good. Yeah. You have to try. Very nice. So now I have I don't think I need more lemon for this. Maybe one more, half more. I taste it again. Maybe a little bit could be good. Let me see. No, no, no. It's perfect. So I have the bunch here. I use it all together. But I will first halve it because this is the stems. You see the stems? I separate the stems very grossly here from the leaves. The leaves and the stems. The stems go in first and they can blend a little longer. Very quickly. And now I put the leaves and I just need to very short to pulse it. I don't want to make, or I don't want to have it too, yeah, I want to see the little dots here, the little leaves in the dressing. That's very beautiful. I show you. I pour it over. You see that's already done. Already my cucumber salad is done. It's so easy. Just one cucumber, a bunch of fresh green onions, and here you see the dressing, how the little leaves of the dill are still intact. You can still see them, yeah, and that's nice. That's a part of the salad. So I push the last I get it out with a scraper. I won't throw it away, just to show you how it works. And this is all I have now, and maybe I have a second dish. Very simple. If I don't like that, if I don't, it's not enough for me. But that's, I can decide that later. It's also nice just to have a little snack. That takes 5 minutes to make it. And if you feel some more, you want some more, you make another one. And there's endless variety. So that was the subject, the topic today, the variety and how to best approach it, and why can the variety be so nice and encouraging with a simple recipe. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If so, thumbs up. Maybe even subscribe ME Vegan on YouTube. And find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter.